Right guys, welcome back to Otaku Puppy, and this is bark number, not quite sure. Gotta go back and check, and I'll add a number later on in the video, but welcome to Otaku Puppy. I haven't done a video in a while, but yeah, back again. And this video was actually, I was tossing around topics to do for the video. I had a couple thought videos I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about a couple animes, and then I was like, well, I can talk about what's coming up in fall I'm going to be watching. Then I was like, well, I thought about doing summer, but then I wasn't sure. And then last night I was watching Sloan, the female otaku video, and she was doing her summer countdown or finale video. And I was like, yeah, okay, I can do summer finale countdown. That works. Talk about what I liked from summer, what I didn't like, and what I dropped from summer. So, sorry Sloan, kind of borrowed your idea also, but thank you for inspiring video. Her channel is really awesome also, by the way. So yeah, so hope you guys all enjoyed the summer season. There were definitely some good summer shows. There were some that were surprises for me, and then there were some that I wanted to like in the beginning and didn't like at all, and some that I didn't necessarily hate, but just didn't feel like watching them at the moment. And so yeah, I'll go with that first. I'll go with what I dropped, and I've kind of lost my list of everything I had. So what I'm doing, I'm going on my anime list now and looking at the summer rundown, and I'm just going to go from there. So first off, the shows I dropped first. Let's see. Let's start. Well, never mind. No, let's just do this because the way they have it organized is just in rows. So I'll go by shows. The first show on here is Kaguri. Kaguri, I watched. Kaguri was I would rank Kaguri maybe if I had to pick 5 shows from summer. Kaguri would definitely be number 5. It would have been higher on the list if it had not been for that last episode. Kaguri, for you guys who don't know, is about the school where they gamble, and the gambling is not only addictive but almost psychotic. Like, if you lose, you become an animal, and they just treat you like dirt, and there's a student council who runs everything. The problem with Kaguri, and I've heard that the ending was a anime only ending because the manga is still going, if I'm not mistaken. But the problem with that ending was just each episode built up a gambling scenario with what's her name? I can't see. I don't see the main character's name now. But between her and somebody else, they built up each gamble between those two, and it would get intense and just in depth and almost psycho. Like, it was amazing. And then we get this last gamble, and it's just like 14 minutes of nothing, and then bam, we gamble, it's over, she beats the student president, and voila. And it was a total letdown. It had no emotion, no nothing. It felt bleh, like it just didn't do anything for me. And as much as I love the show, I think I rated it a 8, maybe a 9 on my anime list. It was going to be a 10 until the episode, and the episode just brought the show down a lot. It just wasn't a good ending. I would have preferred them to maybe, since they were doing an anime only ending, what if you just had the gamble between her and the vice president go 2 episodes, and then end the last episode on a cliffhanger between her and the student president. You could just did that, and then make people go with the manga. Like, you could have done that and been through with it. But instead, it was what we got. The anime itself is still good, but if you want to watch it, I say watch episodes 1 through 11 and just drop 12. 12 just isn't needed at all. The second show they have on here is Sunzere Children, which I dropped quickly and in a hurry. I watched the first episode and it was just like, nah. I wasn't feeling the whole. If I remember correctly, the first episode was when each person was going to someone confessing their feelings for each other, and I got the concept, and I got it was supposed to be funny, but it wasn't funny. Like it was just random, and it was and I just that's gotta go, and I dropped it, plain and simple. And that's basically it, because I only watched one episode, so I have not much to say about it, but I did not enjoy that first episode at all. Next show they have on here is Gamers. Now, Gamers, I dropped, but I only dropped Gamers because within the first few weeks of the summer season, I was getting behind on a few shows, and Gamers was one. And the other shows, I was behind maybe 1 or 2 episodes. The Gamers, I was behind 3 or 4. I just didn't feel like trying to catch up on that one while watching the other shows, so I just put it on the back burner for right now. So while I did drop it, I do plan to still watch it later on. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I do plan to watch it later on. The next show I watched, and it's also on my top 5 list, is Hajime no Gal. Hajime no Gal, I loved it. I freaking loved it. It was so great. It was so great. Like I wasn't sure what to expect. I originally started watching it because if you've seen the poster or trailer for it, I mean it's pervy beyond belief, and I love pervy shows. Mayo Chiki, Mayo Chiki is one of my favorite, all-time favorites. There's like High School. I love the pervy stuff. I just do because I find it funny. And so yeah, Hajime no Gal is. But the thing about Hajime no Gal is so much more than just pervy, and that's what makes it great. Because within the perviness and all the sexual stuff, there's the in-depthness of don't judge a book by its cover. Just because someone looks a certain way or dresses a certain way doesn't mean they're this type of person. And that's what the main story of the show is. I feel like people don't get that if they don't watch it. If they just judge it by looking at it, they miss that whole thing. But that's what it is. Because you have to reach Jun Ichi, who finds a girlfriend who he confesses to this gal named Yame Yukana. He confesses love to her, and she says yes. And he's like, okay, she's this girl with these big boobs, and curvy, I should say, curvy, and all that kind of stuff. The blonde hair, the beautiful looks, everything. And so he's like, okay, well that went well. And so we progress of seeing them actually date. And he has a group of friends who, wow, his friends are. There's the one guy who swears he's a love expert on just getting sex and everything, yet he's with no girls, has no girlfriend, and he's just going basically on stuff word of mouth, so he's read in books, and that's it. There's the other friend. I can't remember why he's so pervy. I think he's just a regular dude perv. And then there's the third friend. The third friend who, for lack of a better word, is a pedophile. Like, he's a clear out pedophile. They even reference it a few times. Because his whole thing is that he loves little girls. He's touching little girls, and he's dreaming about little girls, and I think he said he got banned from somewhere because he was looking at a little girl. He even works at a daycare. And it's so weird because he works at daycare and he's like talking to the little girl and he's like hugging them, and it's so perverted. Like it's borderline creepy. It's done so funny that you laugh at it, but at the same time you realize that he's thinking about doing things with these 5-year-olds, and it's weird. It's so weird. If anything disturbing is that's the most disturbing part of the whole show is that he's a pedophile, and being a pedophile shouldn't be fun, but It sort of is in this aspect. But we progress with them dating and all that kind of stuff, and it leads to some really funny stuff. And like I said, the main aspect of the show is don't judge a book by its cover. Just because gals and she dressed sort of provocative and the short skirts and the low cut blouses, his friend assumed that she was, lack of a better word, slutty. They thought she was slutty and that he could date her and sleep with her and bam bam and that would be it. But turns out she just because she dresses that way doesn't mean she's acting that way. She's a sweet girl. She's kind. She loves to just go out and have fun, and she's not that type at all. Her friend, on the other hand, sort of is, but she's just your average girl who just happens to dress a little more provocative than others. And it's the basic don't do the book by its cover aspect, and that's what I loved about it. Oh, and there was his childhood friend also, who was like 5'2", with, we're just gonna say triple G boobs, which were totally necessary. And then there's a one scene with them that was, yeah, it was there. They went there, and like Hajime no Gal it's a great laugh, but it's also a really good story in depth. It's I would have to make it 3 on my list of top 5. I loved it, absolutely loved it. What's next? Next show I watched, which is on my top 5 list, is Koi to Uso, aka Love and Lies. Love and Lies, Love and Lies was a also really good show. Oh, excuse me. I won't say great, but it was really good. Love and Lies about the future in Japan where they put you together marriage wise, based on a computer generated like love test to see who you're compatible with. And there's the guy, he's in love with the girl that, I don't have names here, sorry guys. Nejima. Ne- yeah, yeah, there's Nejima who's in love with the girl he goes to school with, but then he gets matched up with a partner also. And we go through the progression of them kind of trying to have his love triangle, and then there's his friend also, who's part of this love angle, which they don't focus on enough, I feel, because there's a moment where he kisses him, and he doesn't realize it, but they never really touch on that ever again. Like they have their moments, but they never really go there. And I felt that part of the story could have been touched on a little more. They didn't really bother with it, and it was still fun even after that. They just didn't touch that much. I would put it 4 on my list. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It had its moments where it was a little down, but it was really good overall. Next, I don't see anything else I dropped so far, so let's keep going. Okay, another one I dropped. Ballroom. Welcome to the Ballroom. I dropped Welcome to the Ballroom not because it was bad, just because I don't know, it was good, but I wasn't feeling it necessarily. Like I didn't hate the show. I'll probably rewatch it. Actually, I didn't hate it. Just at the moment, I wasn't getting into it the way I wanted to. Around episode 2 or 3, I was like, it's good, but and that but comes in, it's like, okay, I just put it to the side, dropped it. I'll go to it later. Next, I'm actually watching Isaki Shikodu right now. I'm watching it dubbed. So I dropped the sub version because I got behind on it, and so I just dropped the sub and switched it out with the dub. And this is a really good show. Also, I'm really enjoying it. Okay, here we go. Next on my list of shows, top 5, Netsuo Trap. What to say about Netsuo Trap? It for all the short anime that I've seen, it's definitely the one with the most depth, maybe the most story outside of maybe like um the vampire guy. I can't remember the name of the show. The guy, the vampire who live with the girl who bite her when they get ready. Um, Nestle Trap was actually a lot better than expected, but it's also very disturbing to watch at the same time. Like it hits you with different emotion at different times because the show is a bit everywhere. Um, you have Yuma and you have Hataru, who are both friends since childhood. And the thing about the show is that Yuma has a boyfriend, Hataru has a boyfriend. Yet Hataru seems to be in love with Yuma, and she kisses her, she grabs her boobs, she likes to stroke her, like she likes to just do very sexual things to her. Not like how you watch other animes where the girls will be in the hot spring and they'll grab each other's boobs or something. No, being silly. No, this is more sexual. And the show progresses with like that being the main story and the boyfriends kind of being around that story. Yuma's boyfriend, for the most part, has no idea what's going on at all. He has no idea that any of this is happening. He's just her boyfriend. Um, on the other hand, Fujiwara, who is Hotaru's boyfriend, he suspects something's going on. And later on you find out he's a total douche. And then once he finds out, it's weird because there's aspects of like rape, domestic abuse, and like blackmail because he beats her. You indicate that he's using her for sex unwillingly, and then he blackmails her. Like it's a very weird show. Um, it's weird because it hits you different times when you see her come to school with like a black eye, or there's that gap in the show between I want to say maybe episodes 7 and maybe 10 where there's like a time skip, and Hataru's not going to school and she's just working, and when Yuma goes to check on her and she's skinnier than she was, she looks depressed, she looks beaten, like she has black eyes, and it's disturbing. It's so hard to watch. Yeah, Nestle Trap, it's way more than just a not yaoi, a Yuri. It's way more than just a Yuri anime. It's deep. You have to watch it, but it can be disturbing, very disturbing. But I would rank it. I may put it 2 on my list. I may have put it 2 on my list. Next show I dropped is Kenpeki Denshi Eliyama-kun, which is about the soccer player who likes to clean a lot. I so much wanted to like this show. When it first started, I was like, okay, I just finished Days not long ago. Days was amazing. So this is going to be like a cleaning guy version of Days. I can handle it. It just wasn't good. Plain and simple, it just was not good. The cleaning thing got very annoying very fast. And it felt overused. Like they were forcing the fact that he likes to clean a lot. I got to about episode 3, which is usually my limit for keeping a show or dropping the show is around episode 3. And the cleaning stuff just felt forced, and it wasn't funny. It felt like they were trying to enforce it. Like, look how much he cleans, and it didn't work for me at all. I dropped it. Probably won't go back to it. I just didn't enjoy it at all. I love sports anime. This was not one of them. What's next? Okay, trying to see what else is next. Next show I dropped. Next show I dropped is good old Vatican Kinseki Shotsuka. I guess how you say it, but it's the show about the Vatican priest who go investigate exorcisms and things. of that nature, yeah, that show. Oh, Vatican. I watched Vatican for a while before I dropped it. I will not even lie. I watched it probably about 5 episodes. I got deep into Vatican. I was about 5 episodes in, maybe even 6. And when they got to the point where they were like, okay, we think they're raising back the spawn of the devil, and it was like, no, it's the spawn of Hitler. I was the what? Like, what are we talking about? When they said they were bringing back the spawn of Hitler, I was like, yeah, like, this is too much, because the show was already iffy. It was way out there, but I was just keeping with it, enjoying it for what it was. When they said the spawn of Hitler, I was like, no, nope, we're just gonna peacefully drop it to the side and act like it never happened. Then no. So I didn't get past the part about Hitler. Well, I know the show didn't get any better. So yeah, it was a thing that happened. I watched it for a little while. It wasn't good. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Um. Okay, next show I dropped was Dive. I dropped Dive. Again, not because it was terrible. I just didn't feel connected to it. By 2 episodes in, I just wasn't, like, I was watching it, but I wasn't watching it like, oh, I can't wait to see it. It was okay. I just kind of pushed it aside and said, I sort of forgot about it actually. So I'll push it aside and don't worry about it. And I just didn't watch it anymore. It was okay. Anything next? That may be all I watched from this season. Actually, yeah, I think that is it. That's it. And the last show on my list, it was a leftover from the other season, and that was Soccer Request. Soccer Request is #1 on my list. Soccer Request. Soccer Request was so amazing. So freaking amazing. I love Soccer Request so much. Like, every episode I was digging deep, like, Soccer Quest. Soccer Quest is amazing. It's so good. It's very Shirbaku-like, what I think everybody is comparing it to. Because how can you not? The comparisons are almost intertwined, because the story is similar. The story is it's that story of following people doing things in their daily life, but it's so in depth and it's so, like, you feel the story, you feel their path as they're going, and it's so amazing. I'm gonna click on Soccer Quest for a moment. Yeah, Soccer Quest. I enjoyed every moment of it, from all the festivals they did to putting on different. Like, it was just amazing when they I don't have any word of Soccer Quest. It was just great. I gave it a 10 out of 10 on my anime list. It was truly great. Each character had their own, just because, like, okay, let's start with Yoshina. When the growth from Yoshina being this girl who wants to work in Tokyo and only in Tokyo, to her getting this job, and then to her slowly growing to not only love the job but love the town and love the people, and like, she grows into such a great character. Yeah, Shiori. My favorite character though probably would have to be Rinka. Rinka's amazing, and then I don't see him on here. But of course, the Crazy Old Man. The Crazy Old Man is awesome. But yeah, Rinka's my favorite character because you really see her come out of her shell as the show progresses. She goes from being just this kind of quiet, laid back girl who lives with her grandmother, to getting with a group of friends, to her coming out and singing, and to her finally realizing that being weird or being different isn't a bad thing. It can be a good thing. And everybody embraced her quote unquote weirdness and made her feel welcome, made her feel loved. And that was something that she had. I don't want to keep belching so much, sorry guys. But it's something that made her feel warm inside, and that you saw her come out of that shell and become the girl that she was by the end of the series, and it was a great show. There's not much to say. If you love Shirabaku, you'll love Sakura Quest. You may not love it as much, but you'll definitely love it for sure. Um, I would even say if you like Clannad, you will love Sakura Quest. Sakura Quest is just one of those shows that it's as I like to say the epitome of slice of life. There's certain shows I've said about. I said about Boys B. I've said about Clannad and Shirabaku. It's the epitome of what slice of life anime should be. Each character grabs you for some reason or another. The story always appeals to you, and you feel like it's something that you can relate to, and that's what makes it great. So Sakura Quest is number one on my list, easily, hands down, not even competition. Yeah, so I think that's it for summer season. I'm on the fall now. Um, of course, I'm super excited for Food Wars 3. Oh, Food Wars 3 is going to be epic. There's apparently Love Rice 2, Americoco 4. I don't know why. I haven't even finished 3, but there's Americoco season 4. So there's more of that amazing anime. I'll be watching that. Yeah, so look out for any videos about the fall season. Hopefully back more with more videos soon. But yeah, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, maho!